Hello and welcome to Info Simcoe. My name is Madison Fitzpatrick, and today we have in studio the founder of Backpack Heroes, Brandi, with us. Hi Brandi, how are you?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's just, for the people that don't know, what is Backpack Heroes?
So Backpack Heroes is a nonprofit organization that gets students of all ages. You don't have to just be in elementary school. You could be in college, you can be in high school. The school supplies they need to make that career as successful as possible.
Okay, and so what are the type of things that you normally do for the students? Like I've seen these events where it's, you fill the backpacks and you bring them in. So what does that look like?
So how it works is, for the donation aspect of it, is we get the backpacks, we fill the supplies based on a list that I've generated from online of what grades need what, and we expand all the way to, we have university and college students giving us book lists, asking if we can put it out there. Does anyone have this list? Do we fund them? Right up into hopefully our Chromebook program.
Wow. So how long have you been doing this?
Since 2018.
Wow.
We incorporated in 2020, right before March 15th, the dreaded day. So it was kind of a weird year to incorporate, but that's when we became like official.
And why did you want to create this organization?
I don't think it was so much as a want as it was handed to me in a weird way. I saw a girl back in 2018 who was like looking for school supplies, need help. And my kids weren't school age at that time, so I did it. And then more people messaged, and then more people messaged. And then my friends got on board with helping me, and then it just kept going and kept going and kept going. And I'm like, this is needed. And it's not something that can be taken advantage of, which was a big thing for me.
Right. And so how widespread do you cover?
So mainly Simcoe County and Grey Bruce. We do have a hero, as I call them, in the Cambridge area that we've done a couple Guelph and Cambridge. We've done some Newmarket aspect, but mainly Simcoe County, Grey Bruce.
And do schools reach out to you for these programs? Or?
I haven't really had schools come forward to me. I've had a lot of teachers in schools, not the schools themselves, but that's something that we're working at doing. It all just comes down to confidentiality at that point, because schools aren't really allowed to let people know of a student who's having a hard time. So it's more so a kind of jumping through the loopholes to help the students.
Right. And when you put out these requests in the community about, let's fill backpacks for these students, how much do you normally get?
Like how many need help?
Like how much backpacks can you fill? Like, do you normally fill?
Oh, it ranges every year. We've had like the first couple of years were just a little bit. We've had years where we've gone over hundreds.
Wow.
In one summer.
Right.
And we run all year round, so we're not like your typical backpack drives that you see posted around other towns and stuff. We run all year. So when there's a house fire and there's a kid that had school supplies, we jump in and help there. So it's hard to gauge really, because some years it's a lot. Some years Backpack Heroes in the warehouse aspect hasn't done much, and Heroes have done it all. Like they've all been like, oh, I'll sponsor this family, or I'll sponsor this family, or I'll take this kid. There have been some years where I'm just like, okay.
Right, right. So the response from the community is really great then.
On both sides, yeah.
Yeah, that's so good to hear. So basically, let's get to the reason why you're here.
Okay.
I hear you're having a big new event. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Backpack Heroes kind of took on a new venture this year. Normally when we do any kind of fundraising, it's for Backpack Heroes. We're still going to have a donation bin for school supplies at this one, but this one's actually at the Brentwood Community Hall on February 4th, and it's called For the Love of Local. And it's in support of the McMaster's NICU unit.
Wow. So does the McMaster NICU unit have events often, or is this new for them?
From what I'm told, they don't really have, they do have events, but this is a little bit different, I think, on both ventures. We're hoping to surprise them with a decent amount. So we have raffles going and stuff, and this is kind of I'm doing it because it's in memory of a child that I was hoping to get to meet, but he unfortunately didn't get to stick around.
Right. I was going to ask you about that. So it's all in memory of this one.
Of a little boy, yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
My best friend, unfortunately, was 1 in 4, like many of us are. And he didn't get to stick around. And it's been a long time healing, and I think it's got to a point where she's healed enough that this wouldn't set her back or hurt her. So when I reached out and I was like, I would really like to do this for you, because she's been wanting to do a fundraiser for McMaster for a long time, and it just hasn't panned out. And after the fundraiser I did in December for Backpack Heroes, I got a really nice group of vendors together who were like, we'll follow you anywhere.
Right.
So when I reached out and told them why I wanted to do this, they were like, yeah, we're on board. And she has children now since. And I call them my not mines, because I'm so much more than just an aunt to them. Like, I love them with my whole heart and soul. And there are moments where her and I will have these looks like we're missing one. And I want to do something in memory of him.
That's so nice. That's amazing that you would even do that for someone else.
And McMaster makes it so that the 1 in 4 isn't 1 in 2.
Amazing. Okay, so tell our viewers how to get tickets for the event, what's going to be there. Tell us all about it.
So admission is free, so you can just come on in and shop. Vendors will be there, so you can shop and get stuff for Valentine's Day instead of going to the big box stores. We will have raffle tickets there. We'll also have the option of purchasing them online with e-transfers through the site or through emailing me or any of that kind of thing. We can get you tickets that way. We have hot chocolate that's going to be on sale. We're going to have a donation bin. We have, it's going to be huge. It's great. Like, even though it's a smaller hall than people are used to these events having it in, I think having it in a small community hall that's central to so many amazing communities is vital.
Well, Brandi, thank you so much for being with us in studio today. We can't wait to hear more about your event and how well it went.
Thank you.
But until then, viewers, make sure to check out Backpack Heroes on Facebook and their For the Love of Local event happening on February 4th. Stay tuned for more Info Simcoe.